Yeah, we back. Now, today's going to be a quick video. We're going to be in and out. Now, today we're going to be talking to Oshay Duke Jackson. Now, I just seen the most pathetic video I've seen in a very long time. So basically, we had Miss Yvette Clarke. I believe she's a politician from New York, as a matter of fact. And I believe last week was Jamaican Independence Day. So I believe on her social media, she put out a quick little statement, shout out to my folks out in Jamaica, happy Independence Day, things like that. And Oshay Duke Jackson, for whatever reason, he went off. Like that just set him off. Like he just crashed out on Yvette Clarke, told her go back to your country, get the hell out of my country, you child of immigrants, immigrant this, immigrant that. He just went off, smashed on her. Smashed on Yvette Clarke, a 60-year-old black woman, 60-year-old woman, an elder, right? I ain't never seen a grown man crash out on an elder like that. And you know what's so crazy? A bunch of y'all in my comment section in my audience have been telling me to make a video going at Lady Boulay, and I'm not gonna do that. Not because she doesn't deserve it, not because she doesn't spread ignorance, but the main reason is when I look at Lady Boulay, to me, that's an elder. I wasn't even raised like that. Raise my voice smashing on an elder, older black woman of that age. Nah, I can't even do it. So a lot of y'all been telling me to do that. I wouldn't even do it. But then I see Oshay Duke Jackson on the internet crashing out, telling an elder black woman, go back to your country. What the hell your country did? Jamaica ain't shit. I was like, damn, brother, damn. Like I said, I guess we was raised different. But anyways, I'm gonna jump into the clip. And as always, I'm gonna come back with my commentary. Jesus Christ.
It is with immense pride, honor, and respect that I extend to you my heartfelt greetings on the occasion of the 63rd anniversary of the independence of the abundantly blessed nation of Jamaica.
Both of her parents are Jamaican immigrants. She was born in the United States. And while as a United States citizen, she sits back and she wishes her home country, which is referred to as the Rock, a happy Independence Day, talking about all of the accomplishments that Jamaica has acquired since Jamaica has been a country. Not only that, all of the accolades Jamaican immigrants or migrants or children from migrants, such as herself, have had in the diaspora. But the issue is this: while you're wishing Jamaica a happy Independence Day, you're not there. You're in America. You didn't leave America to go back and build in Jamaica.
All right, we back. Now, to be honest, I don't know why that set him off the way it did. Now, if you take a look up on the screen, this is a thumbnail that he chose for the video, right? Like I said, this man crashed out on an elderly lady. These are some of the nicest women ever, bro. When I look at Yvette Clarke, to me, that's auntie, right? That's grandmama. As a black man, you get nothing but love from these type of women. So I don't even understand the hostility, the anger, the vitriol, the venom, the raising of the blood pressure. I don't understand. But anyway, I got to get back on Oshay again. I got to get back on Oshay's head. Now, this is how you know Oshay is really a veteran grifter. I crashed out on him the other day, and I know he watched that video. I know he heard about the video, and he doubles down on the grift. That's how you know this man is really a professional grifter, a veteran grifter. The grift don't stop. The grift never stop. It's like a moving train. The grift, it never stop. My man doubles down, triples down. But anyways, like I said, all of this is fake outrage because Oshay Duke Jackson was going around campaigning for Trump, stumping for Trump, a German-Scottish anchor baby, right? With the immigrant mail-order bride wife, right? You have a president and a first lady. None of them got connections to the colonial period. So stop it, brother. You are all over the place. Her little Instagram clip saying, happy Independence Day, Jamaica, it did not require all of that commentary, brother. Because in the United States, you literally had lawmakers walking around in Israeli military uniforms, IDF uniforms, right? You remember that, right? Take a look up on the screen. My man was walking around in the IDF uniform like that was regular. And Oshay Duke Jackson, you ain't say a goddamn thing. Don't none of you grifters open your goddamn mouth. You only feel courageous against other black folks. You only feel courageous against an elderly black woman. You are pathetic, but I'm glad it goes to show it exposes the grift and how far the grift will go. This fake outrage. You raising your voice and you huffing and puffing against an elderly woman, but you'll never see Oshay Duke Jackson make a single video on somebody like Chuck Schumer. And that's how you know he's simply riding the anti-black grift. Because I guarantee you, Oshay will never make a single video telling Chuck Schumer, go back to Israel. Go back to where you came from. Go back to this and that. This not Israel, this America. Get out of my country. I guarantee he will never make a video telling Chuck Schumer, go back to wherever you came from. Go back to Jerusalem. He ain't never gonna do it. He will never do it. I guarantee you, brother, he will never do it. That's how you know it's not genuine. Because when it comes to Chuck Schumer, you're going to get docile and respectful. You're going to lower your voice, right? But when it comes to Yvette Clarke, the elder, now all of a sudden you breaking a sweat, you're raising your blood pressure, you yelling and spitting. Bro, you are pathetic. You are a pathetic excuse of a man. But since we're on the topic of Chuck Schumer, take a look up on the screen. Chuck Schumer said this: my name comes from the word Shomer, which means guardian or the watcher. And then he said, my ancestors were the guardians of the ghetto wall in Trukov. And I believe Hashem actually gave me that name. One of my roles, a very important role in the United States Senate, is to be a shomer, to be the shomer of Israel, the guardian of Israel. And I will continue to be that with every bone in my body. Now, like I said, do you think Oshay Duke Jackson will ever open his grifting mouth to ever tell Chuck Schumer go back to Israel? Hell no. We have Chuck Schumer, one of the big dogs in American politics. He said, I am the guardian of Israel. Listen, Yvette Clarke didn't say I'm the guardian of Jamaica. She just said, listen, happy Independence Day, folks. And then you just snapped on her. You just went off on her like she wasn't even an elder. You ain't even give her the respect of an elder. You see, me, because I'm a gentleman, I'm a man of sophistication and class and elegance, I'll let Lady Boulay slide, right? I'll let Lady Boulay slide because I give her the respect of the elder. I'm not going to go off on the elder. I was raised right. I was raised different, right? So I'll give her that pass. I'll give her that. Even when I spoke to Amadeus Shakur, I even said it. Listen, I'm not going to go off how I usually go off, right? But see, we was raised different. We two different black men, bro. You're a barbarian. You're a savage. You're a savage. You got dirt under your fingernails. And I guarantee back in the day, wasn't none of your ancestors, wasn't none of your forefathers telling President John F. Kennedy, go back to his country, go back to Ireland, wherever he came from, right? Take a look up on the screen. The 26th of June, 1963, President John F. Kennedy began his historic 4-day visit to Ireland, a journey that was as much about heritage as it was about diplomacy. The first sitting U.S. president to visit the land of his ancestors. JFK was welcomed with open arms and emotional crowds from Dublin to Wexford and Galway. His words echoed across the streets, where he traced his roots to a small cottage, home to his great-grandfather, Patrick Kennedy. During the visit, JFK called Ireland not just the land of my forebears, it is the land of my friends. Listen, and I guarantee your great-grandfather, your grandfather, your uncle, whoever, they wasn't telling JFK go back to his country. They didn't say nothing. They kept their mouth shut. Just like you when the Jewish man walk in the building. You keep your mouth shut. You keep your grifting mouth shut. And that's what it is. So as you can see, I don't even have to make any other videos about Oshay after this one. I mean, this one right here, it pretty much shows plain as day, in HD, 2020 vision, we are dealing with a grifter of the highest degree, right? He don't even stop and think about nothing. It's just grifting, right? We on grift mode 24/7. It's grift mode. And like I said, this is simply the trend right now. It's simply the trend right now. But like I said, you will never see them go at anybody else who doesn't share their reflection. And that's the part that I will never respect. Because on this channel, when it comes to me, I don't ever bite my tongue for nothing. We make videos going off on Mark Bristow, the CEO of the gold mining company, the multinationals. We make videos on Emmanuel Macron, the president of the French Republic. I mean, we make videos on anybody and anybody. We do not hold our tongue. But for whatever reason, a lot of these, failed red pill grifters turned political strategists. Now, all of a sudden, they only feel courageous against other black folks. They only find their courage against other black folks, right? That's when they become fearless and ready for any confrontation. But like I said, we see through the grift. Hashtag we see through the grift. That's going to be the movement. We see through the grift. Anyways, Oshay, we don't respect nothing you got to say. You was going around stumping, voting for a German-Scottish anchor baby. And basically, the majority of his administration are also the children of immigrants, right? So you voted to install an entire regime led by European immigrants. And you expect me to believe that Yvette Clarke wishing a happy Independence Day to Jamaica really got you so mad, really got you so angry? Brother, we see through the grift. We see through the goddamn grift. Anyways, man, it's your boy Neferkari, that's Salim back in the building. Yes, indeed. 21 Cannon's first single of the new project. Pinned comment at the top. Subscribe to the Patreon, NTD1814, and I'm gone. Peace.
Walk in the room and I stop all that talking. Stay on alert and I'm moving with caution. Feeling like baby, I'm up in New Orleans. Feeling like Stunner, feeling like Weezy. Look at my nigga, my wrist is Fiji. Trying to get cash, I don't want to be famous. Look at my nigga, my wrist contagious. Ain't no stopping when I get started. Ain't no stopping, gotta go harder. Drop that top, whip go brainless. Chasing that check, I ain't trying to be famous. Whipping that Benz, feeling like spaceships. Everything official, ain't no fake shit. Doors unlocked, community gated. Look at this ice, bet they gon' hate it. Look at my life, enemy fake. vanquished, and it's on sight. Gun in your faces. Look at that love, turn to hatred. Kill my ops like a Haitian. Ain't no love, ain't no honor, ain't no trust, ain't no conscience. I ain't perfect, but I'm honest. Enemy lurking, enemy watching, enemy stalking, taking photos 24/7. Straight surveillance, hit a new spot, change location. Shorty got wet off my cadence. Just seen ice, but I got papers. Ladies love me, and I got flavors. Ain't no love in these streets. Nigga, yo jaloux, yo méchant. Got them chains off my feet, by the sword and by the gun. They throw flowers at my feet, and they say that I'm the one, and they say that I'm the target. When they see me, they pay homage. Shorty talking about divesting, she with Malibu most wanted. When I go and get that check, I put it up and make it stack. Tracking that bank, whipping that Benzo. When I pull off, it go fast. Need a Fortune 5 accountant just to count up all this cash. Got these Sambos trying to sue me just to make me walk it back. Yeah, walk in the room and I stop all that talking. Stay on alert and I'm moving with caution. Feeling like baby, I'm up in New Orleans. Feel like stunning, feel like Weezy. Look at my nigga, my wrist is Fiji. Trying to get cash, I don't wanna be famous. Look at my nigga, my wrist contagious. Ain't no stopping when I get started. Ain't no stopping, gotta go harder. Drop that top, whip go brainless. Chasing that check, I ain't trying to be famous. Whipping that Benz, feeling like spaceships. Everything official, ain't no fake shit. Doors unlocked, community gated. Look at this ice, bet they gon' hate it. Look at my life, enemy vanquished, and it's on sight, gun in your faces. Look at that love, turn to hatred. Kill my ops like a Haitian. Ain't no love, ain't no honor, ain't no trust, ain't no conscience. I ain't perfect, but I'm honest. Enemy lurking, enemy watching, enemy stalking, taking photos 24/7, straight surveillance. Hit a new spot, change location. Shorty got wet off my cadence. Just seen ice, but I got papers. Ladies love me, and I got flavors. Ain't no love in these streets. Nigga, yo jaloux, yo méchant.